It was difficult because it's hard. Now I'm like, okay, no one else understood me. How do I understand myself? So I think that was difficult. I'm now trying to learn these parts of me, but at the same time, I'm like, this has always been me. But I think I let others kind of make me question who I am. That's the hard part of it all. But other than that, I feel great. Like, I love who I am. I would not change, anything about myself. What made me feel really happy about it all was knowing that I can still accomplish things. I can force myself to be in uncomfortable situations and push through. I can have healthy relationships. I can be a mom. Those are the things that make me happy, that others were like, I didn't know if my child or could do this or do that, but seeing you do it gives me hope. So it makes me feel good just knowing that I have so much love and positivity in my corner. I recently connected with someone I actually know, and I didn't know that they were diagnosed late in life either. And it was a male friend of mine. And we linked up maybe like 2 weeks ago, and we talked about it. And we were talking about everything that we do and now how if things make sense. And it's just nice to have someone that really understands you. And I'm hoping to just continue to build that community of people. But yeah, I've definitely the people have reached out and been very opening and welcoming, and I've been so shocked. I'm like, wow, like it's so crazy that there's just this beautiful community of people that have just been amazing in my life since then. Well, what's crazy is I found out about my diagnosis, then I went on to the season of the World Championship. And going on, I walk in and I'm like, I feel so much more relieved knowing this about me. And it made it easier to play the game. I know when I'm having like meltdowns or I'm like crying or I'm in uncomfortable situations now what to do or what works for me. And I wasn't very vocal on there about my diagnosis. It was so fresh that going into that, I didn't know what to expect. I'm like, oh no, here we go again. Another season of just Amber spiraling. And just trying to figure things out in that space. But I realized putting myself in that situation, knowing my diagnosis, made it actually easier. I allow myself to do the things I need to do to make me feel comfortable without caring if I'm judged or not. Honestly, just making memories for my baby. I didn't come from a lot. Now having a child, I get to kind of give my child things that I never got to have, or things that I can do things with my baby that I never got to do. Because I grew up literally in Tennessee, small little farm, barefoot, running around every day. The only time I could come in the house was when my mama whistled for dinner. And that's the only thing I could do. And then I'm like seeing that there's such a beautiful world out there, and other things that I never knew till my 20s. But I want my child to experience the things that I've never got to experience. And I think that just coming from literally not much and knowing that I can give my child that means the world to me. So I just feel like I get to raise myself, if that makes sense.